What if I told you that the Claude skills you've already built are basically products sitting in your account, doing nothing? And most people, well, they just send someone the skill file. And once that file's out, well, it's not yours anymore. Today, I'm going to show you how to package your Claude skills into real products that you can share with a single link. It sets itself up for the other person's business in seconds. And your actual instructions, well, they stay locked away the whole time. Nobody can see them, copy them, or pass them off as their own. You built it, you own it. Hey guys, if you're new here, I'm Jake Dawson, and I help business owners use AI without it turning into another full-time job. So if you want more of that, subscribe and stick around. I've spent the last couple of years building AI systems for small businesses, and the thing that I'm running into lately is people sitting on real, valuable Claude skills or skills folders in general with no clean way to sell them. And that's the problem that we're fixing today. And don't worry, I'm not just gonna talk theory and then leave you hanging. I'm building a real skill from a blank file all the way to a product right here on screen so you can follow every single step. If you want the exact skill structure that I use, I'll drop it in my community so you can copy it instead of starting cold. But that said, everything that you need to do this yourself is right here in this video. Now, the tool that makes this all possible is called Expertise. It lives at expertise.ai, and the link is down in the description below. I want to tell you why I'm actually excited about this one, because it does something that I haven't seen before. It takes a skill and it locks the recipe inside. People get your results. They never see your instructions. And that's it. That's the whole product. When I first saw it, my brain went straight to the skills sitting in my own account. You'll probably do the same thing in about 10 minutes. So keep Expertise in the back of your mind while we build. Everything that we're about to do, the skill, the rules, all of it ends up right there. That's where the file turns into a product. All right, so let's start with the basics. What a skill actually is. So a skill is just a folder of instructions that the AI reads before it does a job. Here's how I think about it. A regular AI tries to do everything, so it does kind of okay at all of it. A skill turns it into a specialist, like a senior lawyer reading over a contract, or a really good copywriter drafting an ad. It's the same AI underneath, but now it's doing your job your way, and you set it up once. It kicks in on its own whenever it's relevant, so you're not re-explaining yourself every single chat. Now, the interesting part is that skills are not locked to one AI chat anymore. The format is an open standard now, so the same skill can work in Claude, ChatGPT, whatever it is that you're already using. Okay, so let's install an actual skill. This is the easy part. In Claude, click your profile name. It's down in the corner. You go to Settings, then Skills. There's a browse button right there. Find the one skill that you like, install it, and it's live in seconds. There's nothing to configure. But building your own skill is where it gets interesting. Let's go back to the skills page, hit the add button, then create with Claude. Here in this chat, you just describe what you want the skill to do in plain English, and Claude writes the skill for you. You're not coding anything. You're basically writing the onboarding doc for a new hire, except the hire is an AI and it never forgets the document. So here, pick the task people already come to you for. The one thing that you find yourself explaining over and over, the same way to a different person every week. That's the one that's worth packaging up. I'll show you mine. Every morning, I open my inbox and I play the same game. I get many emails and some of them are important, but most of them are just noise. So I'd like to see only what's important. People in my community ask me how to automate this all the time. And that's the skill that I'm building today. And a quick setup note first, this one needs your email connected. So hook up your Gmail connector before you run it. It takes about 30 seconds. All you need to do is open Claude in a new tab, go to Settings again, then click on Connectors. And once you're in the connectors page, click on the add button and then choose the browse connectors option. Here it lets you search for Gmail and you can click on the plus icon to add your Gmail onto your account. Once you're connected and approved, it will show up in the connectors page as active. Now, let's go back to the first tab and watch what I paste here. Word for word, You can pause the video if you'd like and copy it. Create a skill called morning inbox briefing. When I ask for my morning briefing or ask what's in my inbox, scan my unread emails from the last 24 hours and give me a short report with 3 sections. Keep the whole briefing under 200 words. Don't open attachments unless I ask. Once you're done, I want to install this skill. And that's it. Claude takes that and writes the actual skill for you. You'll see it build the file right there. And look at what the rules section is doing, by the way, because that part most people will skip. The instructions tell it what to do. The rules tell it how to fail safely. If you're not sure, move it up, not down. That one sentence is the difference between a skill that you trust and a skill that you double check every morning, which defeats the whole point. Now, here's the thing. What I just built isn't a prompt anymore. It's sitting in my account as a real, reusable thing. Every morning, 2 words, morning briefing, and it runs. And that's the exact kind of thing that we're going to turn into a product in a minute. If you like what you're seeing so far, go ahead and smash that like button real quick. It genuinely helps other people like you find this video. All right, let's keep going. So now you've got the recipe written down. And here's the problem with just handing it over to someone. The second someone downloads your file, they've got your instructions, your goodies, all of them. They can read them, copy them, change them, sell them. You handed over your thing once, and now that thing is not yours anymore. What you actually want is this. People use your work, but they never see how it gets done. So they get the answer and never the recipe. I started calling it anti-piracy for prompts because that's basically what it is. And that is the whole point of expertise. Your steps stay hidden. The person who installs your skill gets the result. The drafted email, the reviewed contract, but the work behind it stays yours. You keep the whole thing. So let's turn your file into that. First, go back to Claude settings and then the skills page. Click into the skill that you just built, in my case, morning inbox briefing, and download it. You just click the 3 dots button and click on download. That's it. But hold on, look at what you're actually holding. It's just a file. A little markdown file with your instructions in it. And this is the thing that up until today, you would have just sent to someone. Well, not anymore. Let me take you into expertise and actually package this skill. I'll talk you through it as I go so you can see exactly what's happening at each step and you can follow along on your own if you want. So go ahead and click the Get Started button on their homepage. When you sign up, it asks you for 3 things: your website, your name, and what you do. That's it. And then it goes and it reads your website and it builds the rest itself. Who you are, what you're about, who you help. It did this from just my YouTube channel. I typed almost nothing. And honestly, it knowing me this well is mildly creepy, but here we are. Now the skill. I'm headed to the skills page. At the top of the page, there are 2 tabs. Click on My Skills. Here, let's tap the New Skill button and give it the file that we just downloaded from Claude. Watch what it does. It's rebuilding my morning inbox briefing as a skill on this platform. Name, description, all pulled from the file. Oh, and by the way, you don't have to start in Claude at all. Expertise can also build the skill for you right here on the platform. So you describe what you want, same as we did earlier, and it writes the skill from scratch. I'm uploading mine here because we just built it together, but if you want to do the whole thing in one place, that path is sitting right here. Now, 2 things I get to set before this goes live. First, the preview. Let's click on the share button, copy the link, and open it in another tab. Now, this is what a visitor sees when they land on the skill. They can run a live demo right there on the page without even signing up. They see it working before ever committing to anything. Seeing is believing, right? Second, the price. So let's get back to the My Skills page. Click on that skill that we've just uploaded and click on Publish to My Storefront. Here I can set the details for this skill, but if you're happy with it as is, just click on Submit for Review so you'll be able to offer that skill for sale. And once I'm approved, I can make it free, a one-time payment, or subscription. For this one, I'm keeping it free as my gift to you guys, but the option is sitting there, and that's the whole point. And here's my favorite part. Look at the skill from the outside. From a visitor's view, They can see what it does. They can even demo it. They can install it. What they cannot do is open it. The instructions, the rules, all of that thinking we did earlier, it's all private. They can use it, they can't take it. Last step, sharing. I copy this one link, and that's the whole distribution system. Someone clicks it, and the skill sets itself up for their business, their tools, their setup in seconds. Just one link, and it runs everywhere, right here on Expertise and across Claude, ChatGPT, or anything else that supports it. You can drop it in a newsletter or a DM or an email to a client. They click on it and it installs in one go. And here's the part that does the real work. When someone installs your skill, it quietly fits itself into their business and their customers, not yours. You never touch their screen. You never show them how it works. They just get your quality output on demand. Compare that to how it usually goes. You hand someone a raw file and they're stuck figuring out setup or waiting for 2 weeks for their technical friend to wire it up for them. And by the way, this is how my storefront looks. So everything I publish lives on this one page. And check this one out. So I can even see who my customers are, who's visiting, who's installed what, who's actually running my skills. So when the right company grabs your skill, you'll know. I've checked this page maybe 4 times already while filming this video, and let me tell you, it's addicting. Look, people are already doing this. I saw one marketer who packaged up a set of skills and had real paying buyers inside. So that's the whole build here. And here's what I actually think. Expertise is for anyone who keeps getting asked for the same thing over and over. Freelancers, consultants, agencies, service businesses. If your value lives in how you do the work, this one is for you. And the part that I just keep chewing on is that your know-how stays hidden. That's what turns it into an actual product instead of a freebie. You sell the work without handing anyone your recipe. Now, one thing to know going in, as you saw in this video, there is an approval step before your skill goes live, so it doesn't happen right away. It is worth knowing before you start. And a small tip on building great skills is to create a skill that does one job well. Don't try to cram your whole business into a single one. Narrow beats broad every time here. And look, this rewards people who already know their stuff. Even when Expertise builds the skill for you, it's building on your expertise, not inventing it. So you've still got to know some basic prompting and your own process well enough to explain it clearly. Honestly, I really like where this is going, and I'm excited to keep testing Expertise and see how some of my skills are valued. If you want to set up your own page, the link is down in the description. And my page is linked there too, so you can grab the morning inbox briefing skill for free and see the whole install flow from the other side. Also, one quick note before you go, follow me on TikTok and Instagram because I post short clips there that I usually don't put up here. The links are in the description. Oh, and I've got a live show on the channel now, so tap the notification bell to catch it the second it goes up. That's where you can ask me questions and actually connect with me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And before you click away, here's a video that you'll probably want to watch next. YouTube's actually pretty good at this. It'll line up the one video it thinks you will love next right about here. Just click on the video to my left and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'll see you there.